So we've got a bunch of great comics that are going to be coming up in a moment. And I just want to tell you that if you just because you have a rough childhood, it does not doom you to being an unhappy adult. I mean, you might just end up being like a social worker or a comedian. And if you're really screwed up, then both. And a teacher. There we go. But I don't really fit in with the other comics though, because I don't know. I mean, I pay for Netflix and insurance. And it's tough for me because I work with people struggling with poverty, addiction, and disease. It's like hanging out with other comics can be really depressing. People who know comics. So I grew a beard, and no applause necessary for it. What a stupid trend this is, right? Like really original, right? I just thought it would be fun to show people what my pubic hairs look like without getting in trouble. And then it came in, and I was like, wow, this is what a man looks like. Consequently, you know what guys call other guys with beards? Just men. So I had to keep it because it's so nice to have something else that feels good to rub. Yeah, that's what you think it is. So speaking of rubbing yourself, where are the married people? Where are you? It's time to come out. There you are. I know for a lot of people it's complicated, right? Like if you're gay or lesbian or Puerto Rican, But the main thing is, do you plan on dying together? And yes, if you kill each other, that does count. Priests don't get married because you can't give yourself fully to both God and a wife, right? You figure that out the first time you bring home some homeless dude's blankets to wash. Like, it's just not... But my wife is my deity. You know, she's an angry, vengeful goddess. She's even Jewish. Like Jew slam at the Catholic comedy show. All right. Ow! Throwing down. You ever notice that the only really happy couples you know are the ones you don't know very well? It's true, they're like Republicans who care about poor people. I just don't see them anywhere, you know, and look. All the couples I know and hang out with, most of whom are here, they're all medicated, alcoholic, or swingers. I mean, the fun ones. The fun ones, you know who you are, yeah. Special occasions are tricky when you're married. Like my wife, she doesn't care about our anniversary, but she makes a huge deal out of Mother's Day, Father's Day, and birthdays. So I celebrate our anniversary out of spite. I was on my way home from work, and I stopped off to get her some flowers for her birthday, but it was the day before, which she didn't appreciate, right? Apparently it's the inconvenience that counts. I didn't realize. But when we fight, my wife, she doesn't yell or swear at me. She just stops loving me for a while. She just hates herself for being with me. But my wife is a 10. That's the thing. That's her degree of difficulty. But she's honest though, you know, like she's real. Like she would never fake an orgasm. You know, she's just not that nice. But in all honesty, my wife, she really is. She's the only woman that I've ever truly loved. And just so you know, ladies, when you do that, it makes me want to have sex with you. It's all very paradoxical. But I don't cheat. I don't cheat because I believe the whole point of marriage is to give up the things you enjoy. And I don't worry about my wife cheating either because I have absolute confidence in her commitment to not pleasing men. So it's all... Speaking of pleasing men, the fight for gay rights in this country is not yet over. Am I right? It's not. It is not. That's an appropriate time to applaud. Good for the 5 of you. No, it's way too late. Like, if I have to tell you. But I have to admit that I think that gay sex is a little bit unfair. Adam's cringing. I do. I think it's 2 guys. They're 2 people who already want to have sex. Like, that's... I'm just saying, I've just never turned down... I've never turned down sex because I had a headache, right? I've not jerked off because I had the flu. Quitter. But that's how I know I'm really sick. Like this. The only time I don't want to have sex is when I just had sex. And then I want orange juice. But my wife's different. Like, she only wants sex once everything else is taken care of, right? Like, the dishes are done, the bills are paid, the children are, I don't know, grown. I'm not really sure. So the other day, I was taking a shower, getting ready for sex. Because it was on the schedule. And I was cleaning my wife's pubic hairs out of my last razor. I do wish we had more sex, though, but my wife, you know? She's always working and cleaning and taking care of the kids. Yeah, really annoying. Like, this friend of mine, he has sex with his wife all the time. Like, every month. But the thing is he makes more money than I do, and he takes better care of her, you know? So I don't know, like, maybe I just don't deserve to have more sex, you know? Sometimes I wish I had a bigger penis, too, but then I feel like she doesn't deserve that. So. All right, you guys, how are you doing? Are you ready to keep it going? All right, okay. You are not going to believe the comedians that we have for you this evening. You are in for a real treat. Let's give it up right now for our next comic, Kim Wapaya! The music starts. There's music. You hear it? It's playing. Give it up for Steve back in the back. It's a quiet song. You can't hear it very well.